Hello? Hey, Mom. Nothing? We just got home not too long ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was traffic. Okay. Like 8, 9. Well, yeah, I mean, like today it was, I can't remember what time. I know it was sometime around 8, I think. I don't know about tomorrow. It just depends on what it is. Some stuff is 2 days, some stuff is 3, some could be same day, some could be 1. It just depends on exactly what it is. I asked her, she sleep right now. I'll ask her when she wake up and I can call you back. Hmm. Yeah, they upstairs.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Get it!
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. But you look at this Bronco defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop. Held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Stroud out of the gun here. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Delson in motion.
18 Cardinal.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The Texans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign, dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Mustang 19.
Now Stroud. Caught by Allen. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's another Houston Texans.
Hold the ready.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
18 Rattler.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
19 tight.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's Tremble, the tight end. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Swift to start the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. They'll set up a throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 34-yard line.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. They'll look to throw again. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one swung out to Williams. Touchdown, Broncos! Javonte Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Ready.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Bronco. Ready.
Stroud to throw it. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They work now on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Come on, come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their...
They've got his man complete.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Pierce now up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
From the 33, here's a second down and 6.
No. Ready.
On second down, it's Knight. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, check that. Street.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Let's go now. Go, Rig. Go. Rig it.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing now is Stroud. This is caught by Evans. And he gets us inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. There's Evans again, complete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Ready.
Delson in motion.
Seven Pirates. Go.
Stroud. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Cowboy 80. Hurt.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Damian Pierce, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll set up to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Isabella now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Alert! Alert! Check smash! Check smash! Hurt! Hurt! Check smash! Check smash! Ready, ready?
Here's Knight on the handoff. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now a 3rd and 6. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Play action. Stroud now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. There's Tremble, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
To the right side and caught by Dell. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Let go.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won?
Taking it right down Broadway. Andy Isabella. And all the way home for a Broncos score. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Texans 13.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
19 Lions. Ready.
Stroud looking to throw. Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. DeAndre Swift His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Okay, break.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Hassan Reddick, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Stroud. He completes it to Evans. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable here for Davis. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over.
Let's go.
This is 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Finding Allen, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer.
Stroud. And that is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, go!
Stroud to throw it. It fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
I don't know what you were seeing on that play, but it felt to me like I wasn't watching a football field. I was watching a boxing ring. He was bobbing and weaving and trying to make sure he kept the play alive. Just didn't turn out well for him in the end, did it?
Impressive that he stayed in the pocket while avoiding those couple of would-be tacklers, but eventually goes down.
Trap 60.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this,